Good morning. At the beginning of the first lockdown a year ago, I suggested that for some of you, being at home was going to be absolutely fantastic. School sucks. School is where you feel stupid. School is where you really don't want to be. You feel labelled by the set that you're in. You struggle socially, and it's such a hassle in your life that being at home has actually been the best place for you. Then there are other people, I said, who school for them is the centre of everything that they are. You're the hero, the champion of the sports team. You're the brightest or funniest, prettiest, smartest, whatever person in the class. And all of your self-esteem, all of your sense of who you are is made up from school. And now we face ourselves just a few days away from coming back to school, and all of a sudden that feeling starts to swirl inside of us, those nerves, that anxiety. How are we going to cope going back? What will it be like? To those of you who had that central role within the classroom, within your year group, will you still have that? Will that be yours? Will someone else come in and take away your crown? And to those going back, have you maybe discovered that you're not like you thought you were? Your label, your tag of being bottom set, worst in this, can't do that, actually, it's really not true about you, because you've achieved so many things in the lockdown, whether it was last academic year or this one, that actually you're a celebrity, you're a hero. You've achieved more than you possibly could imagine. Do you know that about yourself? So let me share with you what I get nervous about. Every teacher has strengths and weaknesses. In too many weaknesses, you shouldn't be doing the job. And no one is without any weakness, regardless of how many strengths you have. So I really struggle with people remembering names. I like to excuse myself and say that I meet so many people in the week, more than the average person. I'm involved in different projects all the time, and lots of people in each project. So is it possible to remember everybody's name that I come across? But it's a problem. Now, at the beginning of this year, we didn't really see you. We only saw from your eyes upward. Most of your face was covered by a mask. And the joy of parents' evening over Zoom was actually seeing your face, seeing you smile, being able to say hello. The last 2 months, all I've seen is circles on the screen with your initials. So names for me are a big deal, remembering your names. It's not because I don't care or I'm not interested in you. You know I am, but it's just, I struggle. So imagine my surprise and my amusement when I discovered that this week, oh yes, there is a week on our calendar called Name Tag Day. Actually, 4th of March, today, Name Tag Day. What on earth is Name Tag Day all about? So thanks to this wonderful day in our calendar, loads of people are going to wear a tag with their name on it. Maybe it'll say something about them, but what it will do is say, hello world, I have a name. There is something about me. Maybe you've forgotten me the last 2 months. Have you reached out to your classmates? Do you even remember that person A, B, C, D, and E are actually in your class? What about X, Y, and Z? Have you even bothered to notice them? What about the people who don't like speaking in a live lesson? Have you even heard their voices? How long has it been since you inquired about their welfare? Probably too long. So Name Tag Day shouts out to us. Everyone has a name, everyone has an identity, everyone has something about them that is worth thinking about. When did it begin? It began several years back when an onomatologist called Jerry Hill decided that names were just not getting as much recognition as they deserved. And a name isn't just a word we use to get someone's attention. A name is something that goes deeply personal. Especially if you've got a name that you can shorten and your friends use a nickname version, and that symbolizes, that shouts out, I'm your friend, you're my friend, I call you this version of your name, and that says so much about what we have together. And in fact, it's not just a day. Celebrate Your Name Week, CYNW. Who would have known that this nonsense actually exists? Celebrate Your Name Week. So whether you celebrate your name week or you don't, let's think about our names and our identities today when we look back at coming back to the world. Said Sigmund Freud, a human being's name is a principal component of his person. It's actually who you are, perhaps a piece of his soul. So go out and rediscover your name and your identity. Who are you going to be when you go back to school? You can rediscover, reimagine yourself, and at the same time reimagine everybody else. Make a point next week when you come back to school to try and say hello using a name to every single person in your class. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and say their name. Let's hear our names and call people by names and appreciate what our name means to us, what someone else's name means to them. Happy Name Tag Day. Happy being you. You matter to the world. Your name tells us that. Have a good day.